Yeah, people, big up and bless up on yourself. From here, the voice, you know it's none other than Brando. From here, our voice, you know it's top shelf review, top shelf update. And people, as I said to you before, that Trinidad something with cartel just won't go away, Yeah, and as I tell you, you see from the energy from the show, because this was supposed to be Cartel's second show in February, when they announced. Now, you know, notice every day is a new story. Every day is something different, something else other and thing. And me break the story yesterday when I talk about the same Jacko individual, seeing Mr. Anderson, the youth who promote Cartel show in Trinidad. By the way, you like the video yet? Press like. Remember a top shelf update, I remember say a top shelf reasoning. So you have to like the video. That are the payment for that. It's like I say to you, say this thing a drag on. Seeing? This thing a drag on. See? I'm gonna read from the article. See? And me couldn't know what take place. Me report yesterday the thing with Sizzla, where I say Sizzla they want more money as the headliner and him couldn't accommodate that, and as a result, Sizzla opted to pull out. Now there are some questions as it relates to that because Sizzla stated that a contractual arrangement make him never forward. And him say he have nothing to do with contract because we did willing to pay Sizzla the rest of the money. But it's because Sizzla did want to charge more because he would know by default be the headliner and would want the same money that Cartel was offering. So as a result of that, based on his narrative theme story, him says Sizzla declines in, which to me would have means that Sizzla the breach theme original contract. But me don't know the legal part, but as the layman, I saw it look to me. But anyway, the new thing with it now, the promoter of the flopped, and I'm going to deem it the flop. By the way, we get this from the Guardian Trinidad over there in Trinidad. The promoter of the flopped Adija VYBZ Kartel, Palmer Cancer, says he's now fearful for his life. Speaking with the Guardian media yesterday, Odean Anderson, who runs Jacko Entertainment, said he was now in trouble because he had to borrow money to fund the concert and is now finding it difficult to pay it back. You hear that? So I'm in a money problem right now. So all of this now, I go look negative on Cartel because enough people now go talk and say, yo, I took as I'm telling you, most people not really responsible, so them not really see responsibility in other people. So now you gotta ask some of the people them now, we gonna say, John, no, look how Cartel made the youth not problem, and Cartel know the youth from water for days and all of that. I go round and round and forget the point, say, him did for secure the funds within the 3-month period. Him did for pay the artists them before based on them contract. Him did for know the legislations and the law of Trinidad and work for facilitate that. All of that I go around, But anyways, a man life, so I could read the rest and hear what go on. See, so he must say he might have difficulty pay, but Cartel said the funds get, so him this attack now, Cartel said the funds get robbed. His supporters get robbed. I get robbed too because right now my life is in danger because of borrowing investors' money. One cannot pay it. I cannot pay it back. The shareholders have to get paid. Other service suppliers have to get paid. So my next step is to try to find common ground to work it out, Anderson said. So I must say a bag of people for get paid and him not the money for pay them. Police on Tuesday said it was looking into the financial dealings of Jacko Entertainment. After it was revealed, the initial $950,000 paid to Cartel to headline Saturday's One Caribbean Festival. Mr. Palmer was contracted a total of 1.35 to buy one thing, I realize them state out the whole of this and when I time for talk about how much Sizzla forget and how much other people them forget. Remember, it's not Cartel put it out, A Jacko them put it out. When them put out the Sizzla get Mali, get Chronicler, get them say them not a other party. Anyway, however, Cartel, Malidan, Russia and Sizzla all pulled out. Chronicler was the only foreign act to perform. Anderson defended how he sourced the U.S. funds for the foreign act, saying it was done above board. See? Leading up to the concert, Defense Ministry Wayne Storage had raised concern over some items and cartel's itinerary and debarred some of them, resulting in some changes that have made. Yesterday, Anderson said it was that triggered cartel reluctance to come to the country. So now, and this now I say at that cause cartel reluctance, unwillingness for one to come to the country. But cartel I say because of the money. You get to me, I say, me think it possible that it could be a mixture of both. Me think overall are the money. You get to me, I say, but me think the vibration and the energy as well would have make teacher want to say, yeah, hear me, let's stay on business. Because the relationship between me and those borders seems a bit hostile right now. So I could make sure everything business and ironclad. I don't want to leave no friendship room. I don't want to leave no family room, no negotiate. Just make sure so we pay the money and everything good. So I go. I don't want to spend no long time there. We not talking with nobody. Because even when I offer the part about 4 condos in Trinidad, the man don't want none of that. Look how you go here say something there and this and no, bro. The man just want to go. Man just want to get him money, go, perform, leave the same time. To me, it look like as a teacher did want to go, perform, leave this. Him no want to spend no 2 days, no 3 days, no 5 days. Because I'm not like the energy. You see me? Yeah. So he was reluctant to come to the country. However, he argued that this should have been addressed rather than cartel abandoning his funds. So he must say it should have been addressed rather than cartel abandoning funds. Let me tell you something. You see, if not getting the money is a part of it. If it wasn't a part, cartel could just take the 950 plus the 150 and gone. There would be legal ramifications right now. And this are the thing with business and contracts and grey area. Even though it depends on contract, the man can still afford you some grey area based upon the relationship. However, if the relationship sour, a strictly contract. And that is what happened right here. So the vibe, the relationship, everything sour than based upon the contract, you are at fault. If him never at fault, so this thing where it's kind of seem like it has swing towards that, yes, it is to give us a better understanding of the total situation, but it is not the only reason. And we have to be careful when we are going to them information, you know, go through the information that we line it up properly, right? Because now he must say, because I heard Trinidad they are leaving. Read it again. Yesterday, Anderson said that it was that triggered the reluctance to come to the country. However, he argued that this should have been addressed rather than cartel abandoning him funds. Don't make it sound that way the only. The contract is part of it as well. The contract is part of it as well. People have to remember that. Stop reason one way. I don't know why people, I don't know if I brain capacity, I don't know if I laziness, I don't know what. If that was the only reason and the main reason, you could have called him, you could have bring him to court now and get back your money. You wouldn't have fear for your life. All of this we I do right now is as a result, because there was an article where he must say him and meet to them lawyers them to see what can be done towards the different thing them at the show to see if him can get back money from the people them. So after me, remember this come out when Thursday yesterday, you know. So after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I meet with the lawyer and then look through contracts, everything. Then she say no money for get. Because at a contractual level, he did not meet the terms. So all of this now a PR. I saw it go come across. Not necessarily all of it, you know, but most of it. It could be in fear for him life for true. Because at the end of the day, owe people large sums of money. And people who want to do things for true. But all of that also could be a bid for get the public on film side. And for sure, say you see it, a cartel do this, you know, and a cartel do that, you know. Oh, me, you know me innocent in this, you know, just true. Me never, but him coulda, yeah, that a go on. You see me? My problem is not him cancelling. My problem is the time he do it. If he knew he was uncomfortable with the government restriction, you see, this is a throwback to the government. If he knew it was uncomfortable with the government's restriction on him, I find weeks before or days before, he could have said it and make notice to the public. Well, I am not comfortable performing in Trinidad at the moment because of the stance of the government take, and I would make preparations to postpone the show and move forward. And this is said. This is how me I said to you now, one have to be careful. He is trying to insert a narrative that it is because of the government thing. He might swing it back to the government and swing it away from his lack of payment and his inability to come up with the funds in the correct and the contractual time. And we have to be careful with that. As well, I say, balance the reasoning. 5% of the reason could be yes towards that, 10%, 15% yes. But the majority of the reasoning, the cause, because we have to, it is just like in a medicine, you know. You see me? You have to establish cause. A cause and effect you are establishing. You know. The effect was cartel never come to show. What was the cause? And the cause on paper could be a mixture of things. But the main cause is because of the contract. Because if you did pay up the money, Jacko, the man couldn't pull a card upon you. And you would have not the right 100%. Okay, you could have said, yeah, but you get your money, so whatever Trinidad say, or Trinidad are doing in terms of government, you should have come pay. So this way, I do. Make we see. Despite Anderson claim, Cartel had taken to social media indicating to his fans that he had issues with T&T government's action. Right? The problem lies where the promoter took it upon himself to try and fill in VYBZ Kartel itinerary. So them a quote us our cartel there say VYBZ Kartel itinerary, which had nothing to do with VYBZ Kartel promote performance, and rightfully so. So the defense minister pulled the plug on that. So them matter the part of cartel did I say. So Anderson now I say yesterday Anderson also said up to hours before the concert he had offered to shuttle Cartel into the country via private jet. But that was rejected along the other factors to address Cartel's concern for the financial breach of contracts. You see it? So that's the so. Anderson said his attorneys had written to attorneys representing the artists who failed to perform, requesting that they detail what were the supposed breaches in their contracts before proceeding. Alright, so that's how which part it conclude. That's how it conclude. His attorneys has written to the attorneys representing the artists who failed to perform. So that are all of the artists them. You get me I say? But as I say, the contract breach thing, I don't, if you notice him not mention nothing, say him never breach no contract for Cartel, so him can't say that. Him definitely can't say that. So all of this what you see a talk around is a bid for try to show that in the reasoning on the internet, the court of public opinion. But we know in a legal contract binding, you know. Yeah, and Cartel won't look like it ironclad. I understand to some extent where he must say, yo, Cartel, you feel away. Yeah, because me feel the vibration too. Most of we have follow up a story feel the vibration too. And she said, Jano, oh, this I said this, and them I bring up that and that and that. It seemed like them not really into them. You know, like when somebody not into you, but them I work with you same way. You know them type of feel like somebody I did that, them I skin up them, yeah, I say, you know, so you skin up your face, so them I take your money, you know, but they're not really into you. You don't want to do business with them people, bro. Them a nitpick, so make sure you reach 8 o'clock, you know, and don't stay a minute after 8. And yeah, I said, but anything you come to the road is like you not leave no leeway for me can apologize or so. So me get that part that where he might insert. However, Mr. Anderson, like that shatters. Mr. Anderson, remember, if there was no contract breach, Cartel wouldn't have a leg to stand on right now. And you know that. That's why you hear him say me to the lawyers right there. So cause them talk to the lawyers and then go through everything. But you notice the last part them must say for the other artists them for sure which part them contract breach. You see me? And by the way, the article title say him is in fear for him life. And you not hear much nothing but him talk about no threats or how him in fear for him life or what more. You notice that. him not talk none much about that. The base part of the article really show how cartel this and the government and that. So you have to understand them thing. But as I tell you now, I look out because I make some statements about Sizzler and I look for see if Sizzler I go respond. Sizzler basically say I keep a pop-up show in Trinidad weekend. You know, basically I guess for appease the people who they fought for see him but never get to see him in time. So I could see how that part there go. But me not hear Sizzler come out because Sizzler say a contract breach, you know. And I must say this is one of the things them where I must say liar reach out to the other artists them. So Sizzler probably one and that for say the contract breach. You get to me and say so probably we are gonna hear more about this Sizzler thing and liars and Sizzler liars with that. But cartel one, yeah, it don't look like him can really approach cartel from the legal standpoint. So I think it'll do more from a PR and court of public opinion standpoint. How people are going to perceive VYBZ Kartel after this man and him a friend from Waterford and this man and him plan. And because government and cartel have problem, cartel no come perform and now this man life in danger because him borrow much money and him can't pay it back. That is the spin. We look like I go on. But people bless up and big up for yourself. Let me know what you think. And me out.